Very interesting news today, that is world's first living machine created using frog cells and artificial intelligence. It's really interesting and first time to learn about it. Scientists used computer algorithms to evolve an organism that's made of 100% of frog DNA, but it's not a frog. What happens when you take cells from frog embryos and grow them into new organisms that were evolved by algorithms? You get something that researchers calling the world's first living machine. Though the original stem cells came from frogs, that is an African clawed frog, Xenopus laevis. These so-called xenobots don't resemble any known amphibians. The tiny blobs measure only 0.04 inches, that is only 1 millimeter wide, and are made of living tissue that biologists assembled into bodies designed by computer models, according to a new study. These mobile organisms can move independently and collectively and can self-heal wounds and survive for weeks at a time, and could potentially be used to transport medicines inside a patient's body. This is enormous. This is really amazing news. They are neither a traditional robo nor a known species of animal. But what are they? It's a new class of artifact, a living programmable organism. Algorithms shaped the evolution of xenobots. They grew from skin and heart cells into tissue clumps of several hundred cells that moved in pulses generated by heart muscle tissue. There is no external control from a remote control or bioelectricity. This is an autonomous agent. It's almost like a windpipe toy. Biologists fed a computer constraints for the autonomous xenobots, such as the maximum muscle power of their tissues and how they might move through a watery environment. Then the algorithm produced generations of the tiny organisms. The best performing bots would reproduce inside the algorithm. And just as evolution works in the natural world, the least successful forms would be deleted by the computer program. Eventually, it was able to give us designs that actually were transferable to real cells. That was a breakthrough, really. The study authors then brought these designs to life, piecing stem cells together to form self-powered 3D shapes designed by the evolution algorithm. Skin cells held the xenobots together, and the beating of heart tissue in specific parts of their bodies propelled the bots through water in a petri dish for days, and even weeks at a stretch, without needing additional nutrients. The bots were even able to repair significant damage. We cut the living robo almost in half, and its cells automatically zippered its body back up. We can imagine many useful applications of these living robots that other machines can't do. Creations that blur the line between robots and living organisms are popular subjects in science fiction. The prospect of so-called living robots and using technology to create living organisms understandably raises concerns for some. That fear is not unreasonable actually. Nevertheless, building on simple organic forms like the xenobots could also lead to beneficial discoveries. If humanity is going to survive into the future, we need to better understand how complex properties somehow emerge from simple rules. This is really amazing, isn't it?